Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Danny and I make videos where I show my back-end writing process if you haven't figured that out by now. If this is your first video, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. For those of you returning, welcome back. I'm glad all of you are here. And we are at a very pivotal moment in the drafting of my second book of my debut series, Persevering Hearts. The book that we are drafting today is a list of a list of names for Vivian. A list of reasons why is the first book in my Persevering Hearts series, which has debuted on August the 1st. I don't know exactly when this video will go up, but if it is after August 1st, the book is out. And if I can figure out how to do that and remember to do so, a link to the book for the first book in this series is in the description box below. So we are at a pivotal moment in a list of names for Vivian because today we are drafting the epilogue. We will finish the first draft today on this video. And it has been quite a journey, of course, for the characters, for Vivian and for Kyle and for Nate and for Millie. But it has also been a journey for me as a writer as well. This book is very close and very intimate and kind of very, tight knit. Whereas, my first book was there was a lot of closeness and tight knitness too, but there was also pretty broad because I was also trying to capture point of views from side characters as well. Even though the main story at the end of the day was Sam, Derek, and Paul. So we are at a very pivotal moment in a list of names for Vivian because we're going to draft the epilogue. We're going to finish first drafting this novel. Just to let you know where we are at 60,764 words in the manuscript, with the goal being 60,000. So we've obviously exceeded that. I've said in a few videos that I thought we were going to exceed the 60,000. I thought we would get to 65. I don't think we're going to get to 65,000 words today. But every time I've been saying in the other videos, I don't think, I always exceed my own expectation. So we will see what happens in this epilogue. I know kind of what has to happen. I don't really know all the sequence per se, and I don't know how long each of those individual beats within the sequence are going to take. I tend to kind of have a very basic outline of my writing process, very basic, very flexible, an outline that will change based on whatever I draft. And then when I draft, it's I discovery write the draft or pants the draft, however you want to call it. So that being said, let's just stop gabbing and let's go on and get started and get into this epilogue. And if I get emotional and ugly cry on the camera, that's okay. I won't make you all watch all that. I'll cut it out. We're going to go ahead and get started drafting with the epilogue. Thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned. Okay. I thought I would be more emotional than this, but I think I just finished drafting the epilogue. um, I'm going to be honest. This epilogue is very messy. This is very messy. You know, when I wrote the epilogue for A List of Reasons Why, I felt that it was, right out of the gate, written really well. And in the editing process, I don't remember changing a whole lot in that epilogue. But in this epilogue, this is probably going to get some serious editing. But just to give you an idea, we have word count at, I got to put these back on to read it. The word count of the epilogue right now as it stands is 2,361 words, with a manuscript total of 63,125 words. I have a feeling that this epilogue is probably going to get some serious trimming. I kept thinking to myself, this epilogue doesn't need to be super long. It doesn't need to be super long. There's a lot of interiority here from Vivian's perspective on kind of everything. And it's all good interiority. I'm just not sure that it's all necessary. I'm sure some of the feedback that ChatGPT is probably going to give me about this epilogue is that I probably need to spend less time in the gymnasium portion. And if you've read A List of Reasons Why, or you will eventually read A List of Reasons Why, you will know what I'm talking about. I feel like ChatGPT would say we need to spend less time in the gym portion and more time out in the lobby with Kyle, with Derek. But we have a drafted epilogue. We have a completed first draft of A List of Names for Vivian. I have drafted another book. And that is an accomplishment in and of itself. I started drafting this novel on May 9th. And being transparent with you, today is June 27th. So not even a full 2 months I have drafted this novel. Wow. And the thing is, my goal to finish this was July 30th. Because the following day, that's when A List of Reasons Why releases, which is August 1st. And here we are, a month ahead of schedule. That's awesome. And then the thing is, after that month, I can start editing. And you're going to see those videos. I'm going to bring you along for those videos of the editing process. So I hope you'll stick around. I have a general idea of kind of how I'm going to go about editing. There's probably going to be a little bit more ChatGPT involvement in the editing process because I have a prompt that I've come up with for developmental editing. I'm mainly more worried about getting a reverse outline from ChatGPT than with though. But I do want to see, once it gets the reverse outline, like what developmental items it can take from that. But I think the best thing for me to do is let this manuscript sit for a month or so, load it onto some other device, and then read it, and then go from there. So I think that's going to be like the first thing I do, is read through the manuscript and then kind of make some notes as I go as to what kind of developmental edits I need to make. But you'll be with me through that process. We've completed drafting not just our epilogue, but A List of Names for Vivian. A part of me wishes I was more emotional about it, but I'm happy to be there. It's a pivotal moment. Anyways, now I'll end the video. I'm just gabbing at this point. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of another video, whenever I post another video, rather. Links to my Instagram and Substack are in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.